Last time on Naruto TLDR. Naruto wants to be the Hokage. Sasuke is emo. Sakura is useless. How will they handle ninja finals? The gang have rocked back into the Leaf Village after their huge success over the Mafia and have returned to normal life. Our romantic leads have resumed the sexual tension, Sakura-chan is still talking to the voice in her head, and Kakashi is setting up crazy training routines. After an invigorating training session, Sakura tries to get in Sasuke-kun's pants, and for some reason, Naruto is on babysitting duty. Our boy helps Kononamanu and some other kids deal with bullies, with help from Sasuke-kun, but this time it's not just any bullies, it's out-of-town bullies. The Hokage just announced that student ninjas from all over the world are headed to the Leaf Village to take their final exams in a week, and Sasuke-kun is feeling intimidated because this guy can stand on trees upside down. These bullies are ninjas from the village hidden in the sand, and Sakura does a little exposition dumping about how they're supposed to be allies, and she tries to pick a fight, but they have their papers in order. Sasuke-kun picks out the one kid with main character energy, and they share contact deets before going on their way. At the same time, some other edgelords are lurking and picking up some of the main character energy. The Hokage is having a teacher town hall where Kakashi recommends the whole squad for the ninja finals, and the other teachers recommend their squads as well. This causes a stir because Naruto's babysitter knows that Naruto and his classmates haven't been studying at all. Kakashi helpfully reminds the babysitter that this show is called Naruto, not Iruha, so they'll probably be fine, and the Hokage agrees. The next day, Naruto and Sakura are yelling about how poor their hygiene is when Kakashi shows up to tell them he signed them up for the ninja finals. For some reason, the prospect of taking a test really excites them all. Naruto starts daydreaming about being Hokage, and Sasuke-kun forgets to be edgy and smirks. Sakura seems to be the only one of the bunch who realizes that she hasn't studied enough, though, so she's sad. Over the next few days, a bunch of randos and edgelords show up to the Leaf Village and casually start kidnapping children. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura each beat up the pedophiles in their own ways when it's revealed it was the babysitter the whole time. They all pass the practice test, so the babysitter decides they are ready for the ninja final. On the day of the final, some flunkies try to intimidate the main cast because they say the test is super hard. Sasuke-kun and the best bowl cut boy Rock Lee set them straight and they run away, and turns out that they were proctors for the test the whole time. Chad Rock Lee decides to hit up Sakura-chan, but she doesn't understand his magnetism and turns him down. But our boy Rock Lee just can't let that be the end of it, so he decides to take Sasuke-kun on to prove he's serious about love. Sakura isn't thrilled about the attention, and Naruto is annoyed because Sakura wants to be in Sasuke-kun's pants so bad. They are about to fight when Naruto steps in. He claims his main character dib rights and is about to punch Rock Lee in the face when he gets absolutely schooled because he wasn't ready for Rock Lee's skills. Rock throws down that he's the strongest in the village, which is just enough to provoke our emo boy into action. Sasuke-kun runs in but immediately gets kicked in the face, so he decides to bust out the contact lenses. Now, no ninjutsu will get past him. Oh, wait, he got kicked again. Everyone is confused until Rock Lee tells him he's actually using taijutsu, which basically means he punches and kicks really good. Rock Lee is whooping Sasuke and prepares to do a pile driver to end it when a turtle steps in to stop them. Everyone is confused about why a turtle is the guy's babysitter when who should appear but the Ultimate Man, Might Togai! The Supreme Might Togai punches Rock in the face. Then he has the manliest cry session together by the ocean. Youth! Ultimate youth! Anyway, the conversation was too full of youth and manliness that they almost forgot they needed to take their finals, but they remember just in time. Might Guy shows barely a fraction of his skills, which ignites Sasuke's emo senses, and he lets them know Kakashi and him are buds. Naruto then drops some cold hard facts about Rock Lee working hard, and Sakura just stands there uselessly. It's time to take the finals! It's what you've all been waiting for, folks! Sasuke and Sakura are so excited they cross past each other before opening doors for no reason. The gang show up to the exam hall, which is clearly too small for everyone taking the test. A bunch of delinquents remember to set their alarms on time, so they all got seats. Looks like our gang is just gonna have to take the test standing up. It's time for a Leaf Village main cast roll call. A girl immediately throws herself at Sasuke, which annoys Sakura, and they start fighting about who can ride the emo train first. Then her teammates appear, one of which is just having a nice snack, and the other... such a drag. Another trio shows up. One is a shy waifu who loves Naruto, the next is a guy with a support dog, and the third has got his hangover shades on. The guy with the hangover protects bugs even though Choji wants more snacks and isn't opposed to the bug diet. This comedy gold is broken up by some nerd who decides to exposition dump and tell the gang how much of a failure he is. He's been taking this test so long he's created a Wikipedia of all the applicants who are also failures, which he keeps on flashcards. But anyway, I'm sure this guy won't be important, so we can move on. Everybody is feeling nervous, but Naruto's psyched about the test, so he loudly takes everyone on. He doesn't mention being the Hokage this time, so we'll take that as a win. The whole room reacts, and some of the more developed character-designed edgelords decide to take action. It's starting to look bad for the nerd when the test begins. A whole squad of teachers show up, and Prison Mike is there to announce that round 1 of the ninja finals is the written exam, and he lays down the rules for everyone. Basically, no fighting without permission, and killing is not permitted either. Naruto is upset about the first test being written because, as we know, he didn't study. But he did get a seat. So that's nice.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
He even gets to sit next to Waifu-chan. Double nice.
Nice.
Prison Mike lets the class know that it's a 10-point, 10-question quiz that will be scored as a group. Everyone's upset because they didn't know it would be a group project, even though they've been in groups the whole time. Sakura is especially upset because she knows her bozos haven't studied. But Prison Mike is not done. And he says if anyone gets caught cheating, they get 2 points deducted from their score, which is better than an automatic 0, I guess. The gang quickly finds out this test is ninja calculus, which is bad news for our boy as he's still learning his multiplication tables. Sasuke-kun also has no idea what the hell's going on, but he's too cool to show it on his face. Sasuke-kun does figure out the point of the test, though, and that is to skillfully cheat while not getting caught. Everybody else has figured it out themselves, and they all start doing some very obvious cheating that anyone could spot. Heck, even the dog barks. Our boy is struggling hard because he is a good rule follower and doesn't want to hurt his team, since he doesn't understand you can be pretty obvious in your cheating if you want to be. I mean, the teachers can see these gang signs, right? Right? Waifu-chan is here to save the day and shows Naruto her test answers, but our boy is too chivalrous for that, and too scared, and so he politely declines the offer. Naruto decides to bet it all on question number 10. Kakashi and the other teachers are exposition dumping about Prison Mike, who lets the class know that everybody gets to choose whether to answer question 10 or not, but if you don't, you fail. Also, if you miss the question, you can never take the test again. Some cowards drop out right away, and Sakura-chan is reminiscing about Naruto saying how he will become the Hokage, when suddenly our boy puts his hand up. Is he gonna quit? No, he's not. It's time for another I'm gonna be the Hokage speech, and that he's ready to take the question. Naruto's speech about becoming the Hokage gets everyone so pumped up that they're ready for the final question. So what's it gonna be? What's the final question? There is no final question. The 10th question is you all pass because you weren't cowards. Our boy's chivalrous stupidity for the win. Heck, someone could have even slept during this test and made it through, but ninja test, baby. Prison Mike finally takes off his bandana to scare the kids straight.
But I am here to scare you straight. I am here to scare you straight!
And is giving a long windbag speech about ninjas and the meaning of tests when a pervert breaks through the window and tells them all the second round of the test is about to begin. She quibbles that too many have passed this stage and brags that she'll fail more than half of them in the next round. Everybody is sent home and Prison Mike is left to laugh at our boy's blank test sheet. The next day, everybody shows up to the Jurassic Park forest for round 2 of the test. Nobody randomly shows up to distract everybody, and test round 2 begins. Everyone is a little nervous about the forest, except for Naruto, who loudly proclaims he's not scared and is ready to go. The pervert decides to scare him a little bit with some borderline child molestation when a long-tongued individual intervenes. They both talk about how blood gets them going, and everything about this interaction is normal. It's perfectly normal. It's fine. This happens all the time. The pervert goes back to being a proctor and explains the rules, which include a "you might know, you definitely will die, and it's not our fault" waiver. After an exposition dump, she gives out scrolls to each of the teams. There are 2 different color of scrolls, and you need both to pass the test. This naturally means that half of the teams will automatically fail, so not exactly something to brag about before, but whatever. The test will take place over 5 days, so you know what that means, kids. Camping in the Death Forest! Everybody in the team has to make it through, so you're only as strong as your weakest link. Looking at you, pink hair. Sasuke is off brooding by a rock, while Sakura is having a weave measuring contest with the blondie. Naruto, meanwhile, is macking on waifu-chan, but that goes poorly because our boy has no time for romance. It's time for the test to get started, and everyone is lining up in front of their gates and talking to themselves before the test begins. Then all of a sudden they're off! And you know what that means, folks? Naruto running in hype music, let's go! Gang signs are everywhere, we're running through the trees! Ninja finals, baby! Choji cleverly baits some punks by eating some snacks, and his group successfully hide. A few ninja mooks fall for the hometown advantage trap as they get attacked by some terrifying swinubs that suck your blood. This gets the pervert excited, but it makes Naruto so scared he just whips it out in front of Sakura to take a piss. Naruto comes back bragging about how much he went when Sasuke attacks him out of nowhere. You can't fool Sasuke-kun when you're trying to impersonate his true love. He sees through that nonsense in a literal second. Sasuke is going all out when he reveals he's been watching Naruto very closely. So there's no way he could be fooled. The imposter punk decides the jig is up and reveals he's a discount Bane. A ninja fight breaks out and all sorts of shuriken fly and there's explosions. Sasuke's emo mode is being tested to the limits, but all of a sudden he smirks because he senses Naruto's presence and our boy appears! Sasuke is so happy Naruto's back, he pulls out some crazy hoverboard kunai jutsu, throws on his special contact lenses, and stabs the crap out of Discount Bane. He then reminds Sakura to not be totally useless because there's probably more ninjas out there, but Discount Bane runs away. Sasuke-kun and the gang decide to come up with a secret password at this point to know when someone is a fake. Not that he needs it for Naruto, obviously. Sasuke-kun being a try-hard emo, he uses a full paragraph as the code word, which is way too much for our boy to handle. It's right then that the blast from an Omega fart rolls through the squad and they get separated. Sakura comes back and passes the test with flying colors, then Naruto comes back and also passes the test with flying colors. But that's wrong! Sasuke proves once again he knows Naruto better than anyone and isn't fooled. The imposter reveals themselves to Sakura and Sasuke. Meanwhile, Naruto is off getting eaten by a snake. Imposter Snake Lady decides to munch on her scroll and throws out some scary genjutsu which freaks out Sakura and Sasuke. Sasuke gets up and stabs himself to break the genjutsu and leaves with Sakura. Naruto is busy being digested and having flashbacks. He pops out a bunch of shadow clones, which makes the snake explode, and then he's free. Sasuke and Sakura get attacked by a different snake, and Sasuke has genjutsu PTSD and freaks out a little bit. He's able to take out the snake, but the snake lady has become one with the snake and starts circling over to him. But who shows up but your boy, Uzumaki Naruto, ready to save the day. He's here and he's forgot your stupid password, so let's kick some snake lady butt. Sasuke tries to tell Naruto to run away because he's worried, but they're all doing more talking than fighting anyway until Sasuke presents Snake Lady with a proposition. Take our scroll and go away and let the three of them go free. Sasuke throws the scroll towards the lady, but Naruto swoops in with the interception. He quickly jumps over and punches Sasuke in the face to knock some sense into him. Snake Lady confirms Naruto's suspicions that the scroll isn't her real objective, and she smears some blood on her arm. Naruto doesn't mess around with blood magic and tries to stop it, but Snake Lady is able to perform the summoning jutsu and blows Naruto away while bringing in a giant snake. Cut away to 3 of the teachers, and we find out that 3 corpses were found, including the real Snake Lady and her teammates. One teacher immediately informs the pervert, who goes to see that one of the bodies has no face. The pervert has actually had a run-in with this serial killer before and realizes that he's slipped into the test, so she actually acts like an adult and calls the National Guard in to bring in the serial killer. Going back to our squad in the forest, serial killer imposter Snake Lady is causing a ruckus with her snake-in powers, and Naruto, sensing the true villain danger, unlocks his Kyuubi mode to try and keep up. This interests the Skizzle because she knows about the Demon Fox. Naruto is going out of control until the Skizzle pulls some crazy jutsu. The pervert is flying through the woods to try to catch up with the Skizzle before any more people die. The Skizzle is going after Sasuke, but Naruto comes in and saves his romantic partner like a boss. He calls him out on his wimpy behavior to try to snap Sasuke out of it, but it doesn't snap him out fast enough because the Skizzle takes Naruto and puts a seal on his belly to force him out of his transformation. Sakura remembers that she can actually do something besides stand and yell at people, and uses a kunai knife to make sure Naruto gets lodged on a tree. Sasuke is still feeling his PTSD, and even Sakura is telling him to snap out of it, but it's a deeper PTSD than anyone realizes, and he's finally able to kick himself into gear. The Skizzle also decides that now he wants to play with Sasuke to find out his true strength. How is the gang gonna get out of this one?
Find out next time on Naruto TLDR.